Alright, this is O14 Notes, finding slope of a line. Objective, you'll be able to find the slope of any given line. So, first things first, to find the slope, we need to count the boxes going up from one point to the other. Then we divide by the number of boxes that we're counting left to right between the 2 points. So slope is rise divided by run, or as you can see here, rise goes on the top in the numerator divided by the run. So rise refers to going up and down, how far up and down the 2 points are away from each other, and the run refers to how far left and right they are from each other. So let's do a couple examples. So this says, find the slope of each line. That's the directions here. So the 2 points that they give us are marked right here and here, the 2 points I just made in red. Our goal here is to find out how much up and down it goes. So we gotta do rise divided by run. So in green I'm gonna do rise, so that's 1, 2, 3 boxes up. So now it's on the same plane. Then just doing purple, run 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 boxes to the right. So your run is 4, and your rise is 3. So the slope is 3/4. 3 divided by 4. So for number 1, the answer is A. Looking at here at number 2, same directions. I'll highlight the 2 dots. One here, one here. We gotta do rise over run. So in blue, I'm gonna count how many boxes going up. 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 boxes up, and then it's 1 to the left. Oh, I meant to do that in purple. 1 to the left. Now when we count to the left, we gotta go negative, so it's -1 to the left. So since it's going to the left, it's -1. So to the left will be negatives, and if we counted down, it'll be negatives. So the rise over run, so it's going to be 3 over the -1, and 3 over -1 simplifies down to -3. So 2 is C. Alright, look at number 3. We have a dot here, and a dot here. It's a rise of 1, and it's a run to the right of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our slope is 1 over 6. Here, number 4. Here's 1 dot. Here's another. We go 2 to the right and 3 down. So 2 to the right, that means it's a +2. And since I go down 3, it's going to be -3. So up, down goes on top. So -3 over the run of +2. So this is -3 over 2, which is C. Now, if you're having a little bit of trouble remembering that going left and down, counting down as negatives, you could also just look at the overall line there. So if it's going starting to the left, the dot on the left is lower than the dot on the right, then it's considered a positive slope, so your answer is going to be positive. If your line was based on the 2 dots you're comparing, if the dot on the right is lower than the dot on the left, then you know you have a negative slope. So since the dot on the right is higher, we know we have a positive slope. So we go up 1, 2, 3, and we go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rise is 3, run is 8. And then since it's a positive line, it's a positive slope. So you have 3/8. That's how we get A. Looking at number 6 here. First, why don't you try that on your own? See if you could do it on your own by hitting the pause button. Alright. Now I'll go over the answer. those are your two dots. You go up 2 to the right 2. So 2, 2. Since the dot on the right's higher, we know it's a positive slope. So it'll be 2 over 2. 2 over 2, it simplifies down to 1. So our slope is 1. Now, let's say we don't have a chart, and we have to find the slope between two coordinates, or simply slope between 2 points. We're going to use this formula here, equation for slope. Our slope, m, is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now we're going to use that formula right now. So where does this x1, y1, and x2, y2 come into play? Like, what is that? Well, in our first coordinate, they're going to get little ones in the bottom right-hand corner of its x and y. X is always the first letter in a coordinate, or the first number in a coordinate, and the y is always the second number in a coordinate. So x1, because it's the first coordinate, and y1 is for the first coordinate, and the y. Now this is the second coordinate, so what number do you think is going to be in the bottom right-hand corner? Well, since it's the second coordinate, it's going to get a 2 in the bottom right-hand corner. So this is x2 and y2. Now, once you identify the numbers to its appropriate variable name, you can then just plug these numbers into the slope formula. Okay, so if you forgot, it's m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we're going to replace them. My y2 is 12 minus my y1. My y1 is 8, so 12 minus 8. My x2 right here, x2 is 5. And my x1 is 3. 12 minus 8 is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. 4 divided by 2 gets you 2. So your slope of these two coordinates is 2. You have a slope of 2. Alright, let's do another one here. So find the distance between these two coordinates. This is my x1, y1, x2, y2. Our slope formula, I'll write it out just so it's nice and pretty. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now we're going to replace it. Our y2 we know is 34, so we're going to write 34. Our y1 is 24, so I erase the y1 and I write 24. Our x2 is 6, so I erase that x2 and I write 6. And I erase my x1 and I write 10. So this is 34 minus 24, and this is 6 minus 10. 34 minus 24 is 10. 6 minus 10 gets you negative 4. 10 divided by negative 4, that actually simplifies down to 5 over negative 2. Or 5 divided by negative 2, if you put that in a calculator, you're going to find out that's negative 2.5 as a decimal. See if you could find the distance between these two coordinates on your own. But hit the pause button. Alright, so here's the answer. x1, y1, x2, y2. And then, since we're kind of gotten comfortable, y2 is 16 minus y1, which is 16, divided by x2, 24, minus x1, negative 8. This one's a little bit trickier. 16 minus 16, you know, is 0. 24 minus a minus 8. Well, you remember, this is why we practice this. 2 negatives in a row make a positive. So 24 plus 8 gets us 32. 0 divided by 32 is just 0. So our slope is 0. Just a little heads up knowledge. Slope is 0. That's a horizontal line. That's a line that looks like this. It's a horizontal line, like the horizon. Like the horizon. Slope of 0 is a slope. It's like a horizon slope. It's a horizontal slope. All right. So on your homework, it's going to be presented to you like this. You can see it's the same story, x1, y1, x2, y2. You're going to find the slope between each pair of points. I'll just give you a couple here to practice with. All right, let's do one final one here. You gotta make sure you're just careful with your signs. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Our slope, y2 is 6, minus y1 is 13, divided by x2, 16, minus x1, minus a negative 14. 6 minus 13 gets us negative 7. 6 minus a minus 14, well, those two minuses make a plus, so 16 plus 14 gets you 30. Negative 7 over 30. That does not simplify any further. 7 is a prime number, so we're good there. That'll be our final answer. Classwork and our homework. Oh, I like this too. Let's do one of these. This is just identifying. So it's just a different way of presenting this material, which is going to happen a lot in life and on tests. So we're given a line, you got to find the rise, the run, the sine, and then the slope. So we know our slope, since the coordinate on the right is lower than the coordinate on the left, we know it's a negative slope, so our sine's going to be negative. Our rise, well, it's 2 boxes up, so our rise is 2. Our run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Run is 9, so our slope is negative 2 over 9, because the sine is negative and rise over run, so we negative 2/9. Let's do one more like that, because this, I believe, is how we do this on the test. The style I came up with here. So here's your 2 coordinates. Our rise, how far up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our rise is 6. The run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the run is 10. The sine, since the coordinate that we're looking at, comparing the 2 coordinates, the coordinate on the right is taller, it's higher. So we know this is a positive slope. So we know we have a positive 6/10 slope. And we just got to simplify 6/10 is the same thing as 3/5. So our slope is positive 3/5. All right. Now if you have any questions, feel free to email me or come next drop. I'll be happy to help you out. All right. Have a good night.